Hey Rich, I'm pretty excited to be back on the road again for season 4 of the Intolerant.
It's very exciting. We're going to tell new stories. We're going to cook up a storm. We're back.
Oh, it's going to be a cracker.
Where are we going?
Well, we're visiting Adam's farm.
Okay.
They grow Brussels sprouts. I believe it's really easy to find on the way into Cold Spring. There's a huge sprout called Arthur, actually.
Okay.
We can't miss him.
It's not looking good at this point, Karen.
What do you mean?
Well, where's Arthur?
It was just, we should be able to see it from the road. I reckon you go that way.
No, I'm going to go this way.
No.
No, I'm going this way.
Richard,
Bumpy.
this is definitely the wrong way.
Okay, bumpy bit coming up.
You like taking me to the best farms, Rich.
But look
Oh,
where we get to.
at least we're getting a tour of the sprouts before we meet Bruce. If you listened to me the first time...
Look, Karen, if you want to drive next time,
I will.
why don't you just drive?
Rich, there it is!
Oh, they got here at last.
Okay, Rich. Wow. Can't believe we missed that guy. I'm so sorry we're late. I'm Karen.
Hello, Karen, Bruce.
Lovely to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
You must
Daniel.
be- Daniel, lovely to meet
Hey,
you.
Daniel.
Wow,
Yeah.
can we check out the fields?
Yeah, come to the world
We've
of
come at the
Brussels
right
sprout.
time?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go.
Beautiful.
Who's Arthur?
Arthur's my dad.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Arthur Sprout.
Yes.
Bruce and Daniel, how long have you been farming Brussels sprouts?
Just Brussels sprouts for about 40 years, but before that we grew cabbages and then slowly got into Brussels sprouts. And my dad, who was basically the founder, liked the challenge of growing Brussels sprouts.
So we got 3 generations at least then,
4 generations veggie growers, but 3 generations sprout growers.
and there's quite a demand these days for Brussels sprouts. I mean, they've become quite popular.
With you guys doing all the cooking shows and teaching people how to cook them properly, it is a big help.
Well, is there a plant along here we could steal a few from?
Yeah, absolutely.
Possibly,
Yes.
Is there a particular way we pick them?
Yes, there is.
Got a very nice one here actually. All you gotta do is snap the leaves off,
Oh, that's easy.
create some space, and then just pick the sprout off like that.
That doesn't look too hard. Have we go?
Go for it.
Okay. Oh, it is a bit harder than
Just gotta flick it off.
expected. Hey, Rich, I'm going to need a hand here.
Yeah, come
Can
on.
you catch?
Yeah.
Oh. I haven't got my throwing arm. You bloody good. I have to do this fast.
Oh, look at this.
Skilling. Whoa, whoa. I think that's probably enough.
Look at these.
That is going to be brilliant. Thank you
They
for
are going to
that.
be so beautiful.
We'll catch you a bit later. Come on, Rich.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, Rich, I've got a bit of a head start with this dish. I'm using Yumi's hummus as the base.
Nice.
And then we're going to layer it up like a bit of a salad-style dip with some roasted Brussels sprouts
Yeah.
and some fresh salad Brussels sprouts, really finely shaved, a lively dressing of some maple syrup. But we need to start off by
Now, what do you want
chopping
me-
up some of these. Gee, they roll everywhere. We're not on an angle, are we?
But look at where we are. Look
No.
at this backdrop today.
Stunning
It's
day.
gorgeous.
So what I'm going to do is just chop a few of these in half.
Yep. And what do you want me to do
Quite
with these bits?
Um,
So for this is the
he's
crunch.
running ahead.
Oh, sorry.
I'm thinking I'd love
Yeah.
it if you could just chiffonade, finely slice these just lengthways, and you'll get a nice little cut
Yep.
into the actual sprout itself. But do me a favour, do it as fine as you can.
Okay.
Because what I like about this salad is you get this rich, roasted, nutty flavour from the roasted sprouts, and then you get the flavour of the sprouts themselves, but they need to be finely chopped if you're going to serve them raw.
So it's the crunch aspect.
Yeah.
Okay.
A great tip when it comes to roasting this Brussels sprouts, you need to give them a good kickstart with some extra virgin olive oil, really
Right.
good amount of salt. Now the salt obviously makes the sprouts taste better, but it also extracts some of the moisture and helps kickstart the roasting process. Some black pepper, and I already have my circulon roasting pan in the barbecue preheating. Okay, so into the barbecue. Now the other little secret tip is I will put in a splash of water just to kickstart them along as well. I'll start making a dressing, Rich. So we'll start off with some of the spiral maple syrup.
Yep.
It's going to showcase the Brussels sprouts, but not overpower.
Nice.
I've also got some apple cider vinegar, around 30 mils. That's going to go in as well. Adding that acidity, that sharpness that really brings the salad to life.
I love the way you make dressings. There's always much more dressing, like it's a celebration.
But it's very important to get the balance right. Salt and some pepper. And that's the dressing done. It's pretty simple, isn't it? Rich, also with this Brussels sprouts, I'd like some parsley. You know, the best way to chiffonade or finely chop parsley is to really just chop on the spot almost. Okay, that's it for that.
Okay,
You know, I can smell those sprouts roasting. Can you?
Yeah,
The leaves are
absolutely.
caramelising, so I'm going to give them a little bit of a stir and check on them. Oh, look at them go.
Ooh.
Look, they are well caramelised, but I kind of like that. That is going to add flavour to the
That's
salad.
exactly what I was going to say.
Another couple of minutes and they'll be done.
Okay.
And at this point, I'm just going to moisten the sprouts and parsley with a little bit of the dressing.
Okay.
It's not really pickling, is it? Because there's only a little bit of vinegar in there, but it will just soften them a little bit and take the chalkiness out of the sprouts. Oh, Rich, that's the salad done.
Okay.
But what I have forgotten is some cumin salt. So a teaspoon and a half or so of cumin seed.
Yeah.
And then add some salt to it. And Rich, I've got
good
this
pinch.
lovely dark plate. I think that's going to look fabulous with the hummus on it. So first down for this particular salad is the Yumi's hummus. And then we'll just like pop that around
Yeah.
like that. Wow. Look at those.
Perfect.
See how they've roasted right down? Look, there is a lot of colour, but I'm happy with that. That's adding flavour. Have a taste. All the salt, extra virgin oil, pepper.
Yum.
So they're going to go in with the raw and also some straight on the plate. See the contrast with the hummus?
Yep.
And then, this is my favourite bit. It's the hero. It's just pile it on there like that.
Oh.
See, now it's taken to another level. It's not just a dip, yeah? Sprinkle over some of the cumin salt, Rich.
Yep.
The cumin's a really lovely spice. And we also have the pepitas, the spicy pumpkin seeds, and a few sunflower seeds
There we are.
as well. And to finish,
One of my loves, which is some sprouts.
just a few of those. And then we'll finish with an extra drizzle of the maple syrup, because I think that touch of sweetness is just going to hero this dish beautifully. Thank you very much, Spiral. There you have it, roasted sprout salad and maple and hummus. Delicious. Head to intolerantcooks.com.au for this recipe, but all that's left to do for us
Is get in there and taste this wonderful creation. Look at this.
perfect. Hey Rich, have you been shopping?
Look, I did a quick drop into Richie's
Like you do?
for a little maple syrup and a little bit of plum vinegar.
Delicious.
I'm going to do a barbecued Bass Strait T-bone with a wonderful pickled cabbage, bean shoot and wakame salad.
Sounds delicious.
Yes.
I love the T-bone cut. It's going to be delicious either way. I'll give you a few tips on the barbie. But let's get this dressing done first. What are we
Okay,
doing?
cool. If you can finally slice the wakame,
Okay.
I'm going to quickly do garlic.
So the wakame seaweed has that lovely briny flavour, great texture,
Umami. How do you say it?
umami.
Umami. Okay, we're going to have a little bit of the beautiful umbushi plum vinegar. Umbushi plum is a pickled Japanese plum.
It's a very salty plum, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's got wonderful properties for the gut.
For
So
digestive properties.
So a little bit of this, maybe 60 mils. Same amount of red wine vinegar. And for a touch of sweetness, a little bit of maple syrup. A little bit of Celtic sea salt. It's a really unrefined natural salt. I like to use it all the time.
It's full of lots of natural minerals.
So you can always
iodine.
add more later.
So what else do I need to throw in with the wakame? I'll pop that in the bowl.
Let's give that a little bit of a stir. Bean shoots.
Bean shoots.
And I'm going to chop up some pickled ginger.
Which, how many bean shoots, Rich? All of it or
Ah,
a couple of handfuls?
A couple of handfuls.
I can see what you're up to here. You are making a delicious brine dressing to pickle these ingredients before they go into the rest of the salad.
Absolutely.
And that's the spiral ginger, isn't it?
Yep.
Fabulous. This is like the natural colour of ginger when you pickle it without adding any other colouring agents.
Right. In with our dressing.
Pickling dressing. I'll toss that through for you. What you're going to do?
I'll do.
Is it? We both want to do it. Yeah.
All right. I just want to let that pickle now. Mm-hmm. And we'll put that aside.
Okay. Let's get on to cooking these Bass Strait T-bones, shall we?
All right, let me do this bit first. So a little bit of salt. Can you turn?
Yes.
Yeah. Now, pepper on that side.
Smell the black pepper on the steak. Love it.
All right. To the barbie.
Really well preheated.
Yep.
On high. So what do you reckon, about 3 or 4 minutes on each side?
Yep. Medium rare for me. What do you like? How do you
Medium
like
rare, yeah.
We're both the same?
3 minutes, I reckon, tops on
Okay.
my side. So, Rich, I'll continue with the salad.
it? Yep. If you want to finally chop the sugar snap peas,
Sure.
a little taste.
No, I'll save it for later.
Okay.
Yeah, I reckon another minute, Rich.
Yep. I always do it when you can see a little bit of blood coming through. That's when I usually flip it.
They are quite thin. You'd be surprised at how quickly they cook, especially when they are at room temperature. So I would turn.
Boom.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Nice.
What else do we need to do? We need to combine the cabbage.
It's white cabbage.
Mm-hmm.
Nice handful. Same amount of the red cabbage. And that should do too.
Yep.
Yep. Meat's about to come off, Karen.
I'm itching to take that steak off, Rich.
All
I'll
right,
be
okay,
getting
you are itching. So we can rest this.
a quick rest.
Quick rest.
2 big T-bones.
2 big T-bones. And you should always do this.
I like to too.
And also to finish, yep,
Cabbage?
cabbage.
Now this hasn't got any dressing on it, but what you're going to do now is crown it with that delicious pickling mix of the bean sprouts, the seaweed, the ginger. And then every salad needs some crunch, doesn't it?
I'm going to do a little toasted sesame.
That steak is just smelling delicious.
So with a big Asian beef barbecue and a big coleslaw like that, I really miss my mayonnaise.
Yeah, because you've got the, vinegar and the nuts and the seaweed and a lot going on in there that's pickled.
So I have, it's aquafaba.
I haven't tried that
You haven't
before.
tried it? So it's actually bean water, so aqua, water, faba bean.
Yes.
And you take the bean water out of a cooked can, add oil to it,
And they emulsify.
and they emulsify, and you end up with egg-free vegan mayonnaise.
Interesting.
Yeah, it's good.
I can't wait to taste it with the beef.
So you could spike it with a vinegar, you could spike it with an oil,
Chili, black bean.
anything that you would actually, use with mayo, you can use this vegan version of.
Wow, you must be happy you found that, Rich.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, look, he's almost going to cry.
All right, a beautiful barbecued Bass Strait T-bone with a pickled Japanese slaw
Delicious, Rich.
and a little bit of aquafaba mayo.
Now, I can't wait to actually taste a little bit of that on the
Yeah.
steak.
Are you one of those people that, will taste each component
That
separately?
will eat 2 T-bones? No. I thought you were going to say. Rich, I love a meal that doesn't take much cooking at all. Can you
So
believe
I-
that?
I can.
Well, sometimes it's just a beautiful thing to do a bit of savvy shopping and throw it together last minute, and this is the dish. It's gluten-free and it's lactose-free, so it's great for those who are intolerant. But the secret to this dish lies in the dressing, and it's a Nook Cham inspiration, so it's Vietnamese.
Yeah.
But I'm starting off with 2 cloves of garlic. It's not complicated, Rich.
Okay.
Just smash them like that. skin and all, and
Yeah.
drop them into the pot.
Okay.
Along with 2.5 tablespoons of caster sugar.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of chilies here.
In they go.
I put the seeds in as well because
'Cause
I
you-
like a bit of heat. How about yourself?
I do too.
Yes. About 100 mils of water and some fish sauce. So we've got the sweet, we've got the garlic, we've got the chili, a little bit of water, but now we've got the salty, that briny richness that you get from fish sauce. 2.5 tablespoons.
Okay.
Don't be
one?
scared of using this.
2.
It's brilliant. Now the best way for those flavours to come together is to heat them.
Okay.
So just bring it to the simmer, Rich, and then put it off the heat. So all we're
Okay.
doing there is really taking the pungency out of the garlic and dissolving the sugar. Now, would you be able to pick me some of this Vietnamese mint?
Yep.
I've also got some beautiful Thai basil or Asian basil. I've got some peppery watercress. This isn't traditional in a salad like this, but I do love the flavour.
I love watercress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pick it. I'm actually just going to cut over the stalks and all and throw that into the bowl. I've also got some coriander. I find that coriander is a herb, an Asian herb that often polarizes people too. They either love it or detest it. Next, I've got 2 limes here, Rich.
Yep.
Just cut the rind off the edge. And then instead of segmenting, because sometimes that does take a long time, just cut it into
Yep.
slices and then chop over it finely and throw it in. So what will happen is you'll go through and you'll eat some of this salad and there'll be this burst of citrus lime freshness. Have we simmered over there yet?
We're getting there. Here we are.
Perfect, Rich. We'll get them, if you could cut them into
Yeah.
quarters. And I've also got a stick of lemongrass, Rich. Now this is a totally optional ingredient in this salad, but I do love to add the tender heart of the lemongrass. It'll go in with the lime into this bit of the salad, but it needs to be cut super fine.
Super fine. Southeast Asian food, it's one of the cuisines that I'm quite confident eating because I don't actually have to really avoid anything.
Like, it is quite a challenge these days for so many people who are faced with the issues and worry of eating the wrong thing or consuming the wrong thing by accident. But it really comes down to, you know, being able to cook from scratch at home or actually overcoming the challenge of doing that, because if you're making the dishes yourself, you know exactly what's going into your food. And I think we can't stress that more, I suppose. And that is what Intolerant Cooks is all about, is making food from scratch. And it is delicious and fabulous for everyone to eat, with intolerances or not, and it's healthy.
Like, no one would know that that actually is a food or is a meal that is for people with intolerances.
Well, no,
because-
I don't ever look at food like that, I suppose, because I'm always just trying to explore new flavours.
Always a good
I've just
thing.
added the lemongrass
Yep.
to that. It's really finely chopped. I've also got some snow peas here.
Yep.
You can throw the tomatoes in there, Rich. And I've also got some spring onions. Now, if you could just really gently mix that through with open fingers.
Yep.
Now, these are rice vermicelli. And as I said at the top of this recipe, there really isn't any cooking involved other than making that sauce. When it comes to these noodles, they haven't actually been on the stove. All I've done is boiled the kettle, pop the noodles in a bowl, poured the boiling water over the top, and let them sit
Yeah.
for 15 minutes.
Cool.
Okay. You know, Rich, this salad is an absolute winner for entertaining. To serve it,
Yeah.
you need a big platter. Of course, you could throw all these ingredients together, but it won't look as sexy.
Food should always look fabulous.
It should.
Yeah.
Because we eat with our eyes first, but it should always deliver flavour. Great flavour.
She's good.
So I'm going to pile the noodles on first. And then, Rich, I might get those tossed through too, please.
Yep.
I forgot my bean sprouts in there. Now, I've got some Bannockburn chicken breast, free range, that's been poached, Rich. In addition to the chicken, I'd like to add some of this black fungus. Now, this is
Okay.
actually, it's a dry product that's been soaked in boiling water and then reconstituted. It's a mushroom. It's chewy, it's textural, it's delightful, and it's going in with the chicken. Of course, you could toss all these ingredients through, but it won't look quite as attractive.
And it sort of allows everyone to create their own bowl.
Well,
Which
it's a little bit more convivial. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay, Rich, if you could
Yeah.
pile the greens sort of up here
Yep.
and leave me some space here, because I want to add a touch of sweetness to the salad.
Okay.
And it's come up high over, yeah.
Yeah.
Now, a very important ingredient that needs to go into the dressing is these 2 limes. If you could, while your hands are dirty, squeeze that into the fish sauce.
Yep.
Over the top of the salad, I've got some salted roasted peanuts straight from the pack.
There we are.
So with the mango, I'm just
Yep.
cutting off the cheeks and then scoring the cheeks and then cutting the each cheek in half.
See, now we're sharing food. This is great.
So really, to make the mango savoury, if you like, flicking some chilli. This is finely chopped chilli over the top. Rich, a little bit of the nook chum over the salad and on the chicken.
Yep.
I seriously can't wait to dive into this.
This does
I
look-
want you to taste it. It's my Asian chicken and rice noodle salad. Head to intolerantcooks.com.au and check out the recipe. Whoa!
Just in time, Bruce.
Just in time.
We've been cooking all day. Where the hell have you been?